It's my favorite evening. I'm pacing around the floor. Got southern woods and waters gonna take me out the door. Got coffee on a perkin. I'm about to have some fun. They'll have my mind chasing some critter on the run. Bring it on, southern woods and waters. Make me hear that sound of a fish that's breaking water or the bawling of some hounds. Make me smell that river mud, feel clean air on my face. Bring it on, southern woods and waters. Show me that special place.
Probably about 11-inch crappie.
Welcome everybody to this week's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. Great to have you all here with us tonight. I hope y'all enjoy the show. We've got a really good one coming at you. I'm joined tonight in studio by J.D. Hands, and he's with Apex Competitions. And you guys are going to learn a lot more about Apex, as not only through tonight, but as we go through this year. As we're working with these guys, we're going to be talking with J.D. tonight to learn a little bit more about it. This is a competition. You guys hear us talk about bass competitions all the time. But you hadn't heard much about anything like this. This is going to be a deer hunting based competition. So this is going to be really neat as we get into that with JD tonight and talk. And over here on the end, got my buddy Anthony Landreth back in town with me tonight. Anthony, it's good to have you, buddy.
I didn't think I was going to make it.
You just about didn't get here, did you?
I know it, that's for sure.
If any of you guys are coming from the West Tennessee side tonight, it's been a pretty good jam up, hasn't it?
About an hour and a half delay. Took close to 2 hours. Well, sure was. So, but I'm glad to be here.
At least you got to make it down here anyway, didn't you?
Yes, sure was.
It's been a beautiful day outside. Hope you guys have been out enjoying it like we have. Had some good crappie fishing going on this past week. Things were going great, and weather kind of messed us up for a few days, and I think it's fishing to get back good again. I tell you what I did get today, guys. Got my first shed of the year today. Out walking around, and Jack clipped it with a disc this morning, but flipped it up there and found it. So
found my first one last week. Had 4 on that one side.
Great time of year to be getting out and looking for sheds right now. You said that Wade had been out doing quite a bit of it too.
Yeah. Wade and I were just up at the farm, found a couple of them.
We still got a lot of bucks toting. I mean, which that's normal down home though.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of them are still holding on.
Yes.
Well, I tell you what we're going to be doing tonight. We have been holding on to one last deer hunt that we're going to run for this year, and this is a great hunt. You're out, Anthony, with Danny Underwood.
Yep.
And y'all are in West
He's from
Tennessee.
Morristown, in East Tennessee.
And, he's from Morristown, which I've got some friends from Morristown. Beautiful area up here. I've turkey hunted Morristown several times. But you guys are deer hunting at this point in time. This is probably in late December, I would imagine.
It was, I can't remember. It was in December, but when he came down, and he was, one of the auction winners for the Brad Deming Bicycle Fund.
Yeah.
And he and I had been talking, and I don't know. I think Danny learned a lot hunting in West Tennessee compared to up in East Tennessee.
Whole different ballgame for him.
Yes. He said it was. He said, "I'm shocked." You know.
Well, I tell you what. Let's go on over and check out this first segment of video and see how the hunt got started out.
Hello, folks. Anthony Landreth here, Southern Woods and Waters, down here in southern Hardeman County, with Danny Underwood. Danny was the auction winner of the Brad Deming Memorial Bicycle Fund down here on this farm, donated by Philip White. This is the first deer of the afternoon. We hope his granddaddy comes out here soon. We'll see y'all. straight out your window, the other window. He was looking hard that way, yeah, where you just pointed. Now he's walking back off down in the bottom. I can't believe it didn't smell us. That's why I don't open the windows. Because I mean that wind blowing right to her. I don't even know where she came from. She turned around and looked behind her. Yeah. This is our first deer of the day. Second day on the hunt with Danny Underwood. Here in Hardeman County, trying to get a big buck on the ground. I go full point. Now he's gonna walk right to us. see it. Shaking that limb, got his head all up in it. And I'm on it. She's fixing to go down. She just went down.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just went down.
All right, welcome back to the studio. That's a good start, man. You guys seeing deer all over the place,
We was. That first afternoon, it was a nice buck walked out. But it wasn't enough light to film, but Danny tried to get on it, and he just told me, man, I don't feel comfortable shooting it. And now I think he was a little sick after that. But, I mean, he still took a nice deer the next day, but he was shocked at all the deer we saw.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of more good footage from that hunt coming up in the next segment. Let's get on over and do this week's wild game forecast. It's being sponsored by our friends over at Wilson Bank and Trust. You guys can stop in to see them at one of 28 Middle Tennessee locations. They've been helping our community out for 30 years. Be sure and stop in and tell them thank you for everything they do for us right here at the show. All right, well, like we talked about earlier, you know, guys, that last week the crappie were getting up in the creeks pretty good.
Yep.
Okay, I found them in the creeks and started getting on them. Dayton found some in the creeks, and we caught them real good for a few days. And then that heavy rain come in there, man, and just blew those creeks out, and it messed them up for a few days.
It'll do it.
But they're starting to get back up in them again now. So, you know, as far as the forecast goes, if you guys can find a good creek, mouth of a creek, something like that, if they're still in the same depth, I'll know tomorrow, but if they're still in where they were last Friday, they're in about 4 or 5 foot of water is where I've been finding them at, catching them on just a little 1/32 ounce or 1/16 ounce jig, you know. But, you know, forecast is looking mighty good.
It sure
for
is.
you crappie fishermen out there, bass fishermen too. I mean, you know, there was a lot of good fish caught at the Frostbite this past week. We had a great time with that, just like we always do. I want to thank PB White again and the National Bassmasters for that. They put on a great tournament out there, and there were some good fish put in the boat. There really was.
What was the biggest one caught?
609, if I'm not mistaken, just over 6 pounds,
Yeah.
and then there were several in the 5s too. So it had a good turnout. I know, I believe it was Mickey Beck that won the overall weight in the side pot, and it was almost 15 pounds of 3 bass.
Wow,
I mean,
that's
you know, so I
pretty
mean,
good.
there was some good fish caught that day. So, fishing forecast looking fantastic.
It is.
And for all you guys that are out, you know, doing a little scouting or something, finding shed, everything's looking real good for that too. It's a good time to
Hey,
get out
and
and
them
find your
turkeys are
sheds.
starting to gobble too.
They are. They're starting to gobble and turn it on. These sunny afternoons gets them
Yes,
going.
I
So,
guarantee you today, you know, it was like 72, 73 at home.
Yeah.
That'll sure get them fired up.
it will. It will. We want to remind you guys, follow us on Facebook. Keep up with us there. We'll show you tidbits and things that we're doing as we go through the weekends and as we're out on the water and doing the things that we're doing. We want you to also send your pictures to us, share your stories with us there as well. Also find us at swwtv.com. You can find all of our past episodes and links to all of our great sponsors there. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have this week's Pictures of the Week and some more Southern Woods and Waters.